Hey, Griffin here, doing a quick video on procedural level generation in Unreal Engine 4. Something I've been messing around with and kind of want to show off a bit here is a system where I'm snapping rooms together that isn't grid-based. So what you have in something like Binding of Isaac, for example, is you have a grid and it's populating a grid. So each room is comprised of several blocks, be it the traditional rectangle in like in Rebirth, you have the traditional rectangle, or you have like the tall slim rooms. They're all based off that one rectangle. It has to fit within some multiple of that. Um, but what I have here is instead of that, you have rooms that have connection points, sort of like Legos, and they snap together at those connection points. So you generate a room, you rotate it to the direction it needs to be for that snap point, and you move it to that snap point, and they're connected together. And this is kind of the end result here. I have a few different rooms, but they are all the same like actual wall geometry, so I have them differentiated with some shapes here. Yeah, we don't have any cone rooms. They're all sphere and cube rooms. But I do have a cone room, a third type. So it's kind of hard to see here. Okay, so this room that we spawned in is the original room, and it's a little longer than it is wide. And then if we go over here, this room is wider than it is long, so it's rotating to meet however it's supposed to be connected, whichever connection point it is. In the case of this geometry, it's only one-sided. You eventually won't need both sides, but it's just the one side, and there are some errors in how the connection points are actually lined up right now because it's some very crude geometry. But if we pop out here, we can see what's going on. So this is the room we spawned in, and you can see we have rooms in different orientations. So we have one that's like tall, and then three that are sort of wide. I think I have a bug because I'm always getting one and then three. But anyway, you can see we have these different rooms, and they generated and snapped at these door points, so you can pass through. It's not just any random point. And you can see the arrow here where it's sort of supposed to be. I guess sort of the advantage to this is it gives you could make different, levels, rooms of any shape, size, whatever. Levels as in like you could have it go up and down. It's not restricted to a single plane. The more complex rooms you have, you obviously have issues with like checking if it's colliding with anything. Sometimes you might get levels that could be like just four long snaky hallways. Having rooms connect would be really hard. And that is an advantage to having something grid based. You know how big every room is going to be in one direction or the other, so it's easy to make rooms that connect. But this is different from Isaac, or taking an area and then just chunking it out and making a level from that. And I think that just could lead to some very interesting things if it has its own drawbacks as well. But it's just something I've been working on, and I thought it was kind of neat, so I thought I would share it. And I'll have some updates on it soon. And I'll see you guys in another video soon.